When I went to this unit development, I had an idea of a unit I wanted to work on and revamp and make better. That was thrown out the door with the essential question. The essential question drove this entire unit. Does an art project contribute to students' wellness or well-being? That was the harder part, to connect wellness with clay. And we brainstormed different categories, what we could make out of clay. And we're still asking the question, will that help your wellness and well-being? So one of the wellnesses were relationships. An example that a student gave for an idea was, I'm gonna create a mug set for my mom and I to sit down and have coffee or tea together and spend quality time together.
On May 23rd, we are having a mental health walk. And in that, my hope was to include art pieces that were aligned with actively taking care of my mental health and wellness. And so when I came to Summer with the idea of that, she had this natural fit with a unit design project that she was already doing. And so it was a really seamless collaboration between us, where I was able to come into her class and give a presentation on all the domains of wellness and thinking through what that looks like in your own life. How do you take care of yourself? And when you're feeling down, to kind of look through the different domains of wellness to see where I might be misaligned in that moment. And she took it a step further in creating that artwork piece for it. So all of her students were creating sculptures that represented what that looked like in their lives to actively take care of their own mental health and wellness.
I'm a Christian, and my faith is really important to me. So I decided to go with spiritual wellness, and I decided to make a prayer jar. There's a little jar with a hole in the lid, and you can write down a prayer and put it inside and basically be like, okay, it's not in my hands anymore, and it's kind of like just letting go of all your worries.
After hearing Ms. Humphreys talk about the different types of wellness, my emotional wellness is pretty important to me, so I decided to make something that would help ease my stress. So having this peace sign, it's sitting on my desk right now, and I just finished an essay for my AP Lit class, and when I was sitting there, it was deadline, and I looked at that thing, I was like, I can remember this is what my goal was to have this as something I could look at to calm myself, and I really actually do think that it's making a difference.
I've always been interested in art therapy, and I've seen this class impact students' wellness throughout my 20 years of teaching. I got to know the kids better because they kind of opened up about what category of wellness they chose for their project and why. So that there was things I learned about some of these kids I didn't know. Kids need time in their day to cultivate wellness. And how do we do that in the educational system? I think is a really important question being asked right now and being answered.